Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome to another side Let's Play series. Does this guy have too much grinding? Well then come on back to the Super Nintendo age, and let's play the 7th Saga, also known as Elnard in Japan. I don't know why they had the name change. But yeah, this game was developed by Produce and published by Enix. So, would the guy in charge of developing this game be Executive Produce? No, that's another game, viewers. This game is probably considered to be one of the worst RPGs on the Super Nintendo by most people. It does require a fair amount of level grinding, there's relatively little plot, and this game is pretty hard. The enemies deal a lot of damage, so you will need to grind in this game, and even then, it's going to be pretty tough. But I love the game. This was a childhood game of mine. I did 5 test runs myself so I could check out all the characters, but I just thought I'd give you a fair warning if you decide to play along with me. Now, in this game, you have one of 7 characters to choose from as your main character, and then you'll be able to recruit a single partner to help you out down the road. So let's check them out. This is Lux, a Tetsujin, or robot. He's by far the most durable character. He learns some thunder spells, and he doesn't require you to buy much equipment for him, but he's pretty slow, so I'd recommend him as a partner, not the main character. Ligis is a demon. He's pretty fast, he learns fire and ice elemental spells, and he has a pretty decent physical attack too, so he's pretty versatile. But he makes a pretty good main character or partner, since I think he level grinds the fastest too, in my opinion. Now, Camille is a human knight. He learns some healing and fire spells. He has some pretty good physical damage, but his HP growth is a bit low, and he's pretty slow, so I think he'd be better off as a partner. Valsu is a human priest. He learns all the healing spells, almost every buff, and he's pretty fast. And while he is the slowest, because he doesn't get that much offense, slowest to grind, that is, I'd still recommend him as a main character because he's pretty safe to play. And Esuna is an elf mage. She learns some ice spells, buffing, healing, she's fast. The only drawback is that she has a pretty low guard stat, so that makes her vulnerable to physical attacks. And here we have Wilmy, an alien, I guess. And he is pretty similar to Lux in that you don't need to buy equipment for him either. He has very high HP, great physical damage, physical defense, and speed, so he's a pretty good partner to recruit, but he takes a lot of magic damage because his magic stat is so low. Finally, we have Olvan. He's pretty much as good or better than Camille in every way. He has more HP, better spells, better weapon damage. However, he's pretty slow, so I'd only recommend using him as a partner, and I'll go over why that is for various characters as I go throughout the game. So, let's get started, if I can. Okay, there we are. So let's see, yeah, you can choose whichever one you want as your main character, but once you do, you can't change them midway. You can change partners midway through the game, though, if you wanted to, and I'll go over that when that becomes more relevant. But for this LP, I am going to be using Esuna as my main character. And, well, you might notice we only have capital letters here, but if you go to end without putting anything in there, you get the lowercase characters for their name too. Hooray! So, let's get started. I like using Esuna because of the buffs and magic damage she can deal, and I'll go over her strengths a little more as we go. Sounds like a plan. Do I start at level 1 despite training for 5 years? Spoiler alert, we do! Runes, huh? Well, those are basically I don't know if they're necessarily MacGuffins because they actually do have a function. It's not like the Triforce pieces or whatever, and they just don't do anything as far as gameplay is concerned. No, the runes are really, really good. So I like how they handle that in this game. All these legendary artifacts or whatever, and then, oh, well, they don't really do anything. It's like, come on! Huh. Oh, okay. So yeah, the crystal ball is kind of like a mini-map in a way, when you're like in dungeons or on the world map, or anything like that. But alright, well, let's talk to our fellow trainees. But yeah, Wilmy has really good innate stats, which somewhat make up for not being able to use most equipment. I think there's only like one piece of equipment he can actually equip in the game that he doesn't already have on himself. Well, okay, I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, Liges is pretty difficult to recruit, especially later in the game, because of his solitary nature. So, let's see. I'm just guessing at the pronunciation of these characters. Liges or Leges? Legesus? I don't know. Camel, Camille, whatever, I don't know. Well, yeah, he does have a lot of HP and the best physical damage. Oh, okay. I didn't know they could do that. Maybe he's just guessing. But yeah, the thing with Valsu, even though he's a very safe character to use, he doesn't really get that much in the way of offense. He gets, like, the Ice 1 spell, and I think that's pretty much it. I mean, he does get a spell to buff his physical attacks, so he could actually be remotely effective in that. But still, he does take a while to grind compared to the other characters. Not that much worse, but still. So yeah, just like Wilmy, he doesn't need equipment there. So how are you maintaining yourself then, if you don't know where to buy spare parts or something? I don't know. But anyway, okay, well, let's check out Laemmel Castle. Oh, thank you. And we've got some treasure that we can pick up around here, so let's loot the place. Oh, yeah, to open the menu, you just press the A button, and then search, you open a chest. We got a magic herb. I think that restores 20 MP all the time, if I recall correctly. Or maybe it's 10. I think it's 20, though. I don't use them that often, honestly. It's not really a big deal, but I'll hold on to it. And let's see, an antidote. Guess what status ailment that cures, viewers? If you say petrified, well, you'd be right. It actually does cure petrify. But it also cures the poison status in the game. And there's an opal, which is basically a jewel, trash loot that you could just sell to vendors for money. And let's see what we got over here. At least they don't make me go through a menu for every single door in the place. Well, yeah, when you get on the world map, one of the cool things about this game is that the mini-map shows kind of where all the monsters are in the area, so you can try to avoid them to an extent. And you'll also know, hey, in this town or cave or dungeon, wherever you go, you see a really bright spot that's flashing there. That means you know that there's a room there, so you want to take a look around. Now, one other thing about this game is that there are a lot of hidden treasures around here. Starting with the mirror. And what that does, you don't actually use it as an item in battle, but it automatically activates whenever an enemy succeeds in casting a petrify spell on you, in which case it reflects it back at the enemy there. And they could get petrified too, unless they're a boss, in which case they're outright immune to it. But it still prevents you from getting petrified. They are really good, so you want to hold on to those for later. But yeah, I did not find these hidden treasures myself. There is a very good hidden treasure list on GameFAQs. I'll try to remember to post a link in the video description there, and that'll show you where they all are. At least as far as I know. I don't know, maybe it did miss some of them. I did not check every single tile around here in the game. Not that insane. I played Disgaea, but hey, come on, man. It's dangerous to go alone. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we'll go over that when we get to it. But past a certain point in the game, you will be able to recruit one of the others to join you. Only one, though. You can only have one partner at a time. You have 2 characters, that's it. But you can switch back and forth, but you want to be careful because sometimes they might well, yeah, like they said, they might want you to fight them or something. You might not have a choice. Yeah, rigorous training that taught me one spell. Come on, can't I start at like level 5 or something? Like, or level 10, like a Final Fantasy game or something? But anyway, okay. Oh, okay, well, I'll keep that in mind. We also have these little water fountains here, and if I can actually get to it, if you search them, if I recall correctly, they restore 4 HP every time you drink some water there. So that's pretty nice. So it'll save you some healing costs from resting at an inn, but you still gotta get your MP restored here. Or added in if you do that. But anyway, oh, okay. Well, maybe I should head on over there. That's the first town in the game there. And if we go over here, haha, another hidden treasure. Nice. Well, let's see what we got here. This is the House of Healing, and they can cure... It's like the Dragon Quest games. They can revive a character. If you have 2 characters, they can revive the dead one, and they can cure poison for you. Let's see, weapon shop here. Yeah, let me just head on inside here. I'll try to recommend some equipment for others who are not using Esuna. And one thing about the 7th Saga is that it has a bit of a mechanic where if you defend... Now, this is a mistranslation there. It's not your HP that increases. The way it works is it increases your power and weapon stats by 50%. So, I mean, you won't quite deal double damage. It depends on the enemy, though. So, we'll go over that, or I'll go over that when we get that far. But it is pretty useful for melee characters. But I'm a mage, so let's see. Now here, if you got Camille, you got the Anim Sword. That's probably the best thing for him. Let's see. So eventually I do want to purchase the light knife for Esuna there. And let's see. So yeah, I mean, pretty much in this game, equipment is pretty vanilla. There's mostly nothing too special about it. So you can pretty safely just go with whatever is the best thing and just roll with it. Hey, how's it going? Well, yeah, I'll be hanging around. We got some level grinding to do. Oh, thank you. Well, let's see what else we got around here. I think that's all the treasure. No, wait, there's one more treasure I can get here. What do you mean? Oh, okay. Why would they care about money? Well, basically the way it works is just like the Dragon Quest games. If you die, you lose half your money, and you respawn at the inn, or wherever you last saved, I guess. But yeah, the thing about jewels, it's kind of a money storage system, where you can buy them with whatever excess money you have, so that way if you do die in a dungeon, you won't lose all your money. You'll still keep the gems, and you can resell them for full price. I'm not going to worry about that, but you can do that if you want. If you're playing blind, I would imagine that would be a lot better for you. Well, good to hear about that Sorrow character. Sorrow the Manslayer? No, that's another game of yours. Hey, how's it going? Oh, yeah, I was just at a bar getting drunk. But thanks for picking up the bar tab. So yeah, we just got upstairs here. You don't need to use a stairs command or anything to go upstairs. Oh, well, yeah, that's what everyone's been telling us about. I wonder if the king told us about that. Like, did he say, hey, we got these MacGuffins here, you know, why don't I train you so you can get them? Or did he just do the training and then told us the mission that we were going to actually be using them for? Now, this game doesn't have enough plot to really worry about that. But let's see what we got here. Okay, we got potions. Potion 1 restores 40 HP. Potion 2 restores 90 HP. Let's see, antidotes. Okay, we got power bottles. That casts the power spell on you, and it doubles your power stat. So yeah, that can be really good. And we got a whole bunch of gems here. Nothing that I'm gonna buy, but it's there. Let's see. Hey, how's it going? Ah, okay. Hey, alright. Not that I'm going to use it right now, but it's there. Thanks. Okay, I think that's all the treasure we can get around here then. Ah, okay. So yeah, first thing you want to do, save. Absolutely save when we get to that point. Okay, let's see here. Well, we don't have much in the way of armor, but at least for Esuna, we've got this cotton robe here. So let's see. Let's sell those 2 opals that I got earlier. Let's see. Okay. And let's see. I want to buy... How much does that cost? 440. Okay. I'm thinking of which one I want to sell here. Let's sell the antidote. That'll give me enough money. Now, one thing you can do whenever you got new equipment to buy, it'll tell you, hey, here's what you get out of it. And you can trade in what you've got to put that towards the cost of it. But in this case, I don't want to do that because I want to hold on to my original equipment for later. The reason is because you cannot remove equipment directly. You can only equip something else to replace it. So I want to have something in reserve so that way I can switch my equipment around for different situations. So let's go with that. Select it, equip, boom, you're good to go. Hooray! Okay, well then, let's save our game here at the end. Okay, how's it going? Ow, nuts. Ah, well, I guess I'll have to check that out. But first things first, let's save here. You don't even have to rest up at the end or anything like that. Just say no and then save. Okay, well, let's go on out and take a look at the battles. Now, since I'm a mage type character, I'm not going to be using my physical attacks very much. At least not at the start. Not right away. So let's see what we got. Oh, wow, 2 enemies. Holy cow. Okay, well, we got the first enemy there on the left. Hermit, or hermit crab, I guess, or something. So let's use our Ice 1 spell on it. You just go to Magic, select the spell. The number on the right there is how much MP it will use. The reason I want to kill the Hermit first, even though the Wyvern here is more dangerous, is because the Wyvern has a lot of speed, which makes it very evasive. So this ice spell may not work. Okay, I got a little lucky there. But yeah, those guys can just evade your attacks over and over and over again when you're at level 1. So that's really the big challenging factor in this game. Just dealing with the evasion that the enemies have because of their speed stat. Like I've got 4 right now. I think Wyverns have 20 or 26, something around there. They have a lot more than I do. So your speed not only influences your accuracy of your physical attacks, but it also affects your evasion of physical attacks, and it also applies to magical attacks for your accuracy and your defense. Speed is everything in this game. One of the reasons why I'm using Esuna there, because she has well, maybe not really good speed, but she has at least decent speed to get by early in the game. So what I want to do, so that way I can handle the enemies around here, I want to grind up to level 4 for Esuna, because at that point, she'll learn the heal 1 spell, so that way, well, I don't have to stay buying in all the time in order to, well, be able to survive. Actually. So I'm going to be using the inn quite a bit. And, oh yeah, one other thing. When you gain a level, you have a range of what your stats can increase by, depending on the character. For Esuna, your speed can increase by 3 to 5 per level. So with that in mind, what I like to do is I like to slightly manipulate speed gains. I like to make sure I get at least 4, if not 5 speed per level up. And really, you only have like a 25% chance of it being a 3 anyway. So it's not really that big of a deal there. But still, when I'm grinding, I want to make sure I'm getting at least a decent or average speed gain per level up there. So what I would do is when I'm about to level up there, you see in the lower right with that up arrow icon below the experience, that's how much experience I need for the next level. So probably 1 or 2 more enemies I would save at the end, and then I would kill another enemy in a battle there, and then I would gain the level if I've got a decent amount of speed out of it. Great. If not, I can just reset and re-roll it there. But yeah, speed is everything. All the other stats I don't care about. I mean, it's nice and all that, but I'm not gonna reset for every single maximum stat gain. No, that would be insane. Just make sure you get decent speed and you'll be fine there. But where do we go to find a way to open the Gate of the Earth? Find out next time on Let's Play the 7th Saga. This is H.G. Bailey signing off. Have a good day.